Sydney is falling. Melbourne is falling. Even Perth's boom is losing steam. And yet Adelaide just keeps winning, quietly and consistently, without ever making the dramatic headlines. Today we break down why Adelaide has become Australia's most unexpected property success story. The first reason is that Adelaide never overheated in the first place. While other capitals surged and corrected in dramatic cycles, Adelaide's growth has been steady rather than explosive. That steadiness is exactly why it is holding up now. Markets that rise the fastest tend to fall the fastest when conditions change. Adelaide simply never built up the same excess that is now unwinding in Sydney and Melbourne, so it has far less to correct. The second reason is the defence anchor. Adelaide has been selected as the primary construction site for Australia's future submarine program, a project that will run for decades and bring thousands of stable, well-paid jobs into the state. This is not a speculative boom driver. It is a long-term, government-backed commitment that provides a genuine floor under demand, regardless of what interest rates or national sentiment are doing. The third reason is migration. As Sydney and Melbourne become harder to afford and now offer less certainty, more people are choosing Adelaide for its combination of affordability, lifestyle, and stability. That steady inflow of new residents keeps demand solid even while confidence wobbles elsewhere in the country. The fourth reason is supply discipline. Adelaide has not seen the same wave of apartment overbuilding that has weighed on markets like Canberra. Without that oversupply pressure, prices have far more room to hold steady or keep climbing gently, even as the national mood sours. Where is the growth concentrated? The more affordable northern suburbs, around Salisbury and Elizabeth, continue to see strong demand from first home buyers and investors. The established middle ring suburbs, close to the city and supported by character housing, remain consistently popular. And the premium eastern and southern suburbs continue to set new records as wealthier buyers compete for genuinely scarce, high-quality stock. Of course, Adelaide is not without risk. The defence boom, while durable, does concentrate a meaningful share of the economy around a single government program. And Adelaide's rental yields have compressed significantly after years of strong growth, meaning new investors are not getting the same income cushion earlier buyers enjoyed. It is also worth understanding why Adelaide's steady approach tends to win over the long run, because it goes against how most people instinctively think about property. The natural instinct is to chase the market posting the biggest headline numbers, assuming the fastest mover must be the smartest buy. But fast movers usually carry more downside risk too, precisely because their gains were built on rapid sentiment shifts rather than durable fundamentals. Adelaide's total returns over the past 2 decades, combining capital growth with rental income, have actually rivaled or beaten several of the more exciting capital cities, simply because it never gave back large chunks of gains in a painful correction. Consistency compounds. A city that grows more slowly but never falls sharply can quietly outperform one that surges and then gives half of it back. There is a second layer to the Adelaide Hills and wine country story that deserves more attention too. As the Adelaide Hills and Barossa region become better known nationally, largely on the back of Adelaide's own reputation improving, property in these areas remains meaningfully cheaper than comparable wine country near Sydney or Melbourne. That gap will not necessarily stay this wide forever. For buyers thinking beyond the metro area itself, this adjacent lifestyle market is arguably one of the most overlooked opportunities tied to Adelaide's broader rise. But the core story remains compelling. In a period when the national conversation has shifted from resilience to correction, Adelaide has quietly kept doing what it has done for 2 decades. Steady, unglamorous, reliable growth, while the more exciting markets take their turn cooling off. Adelaide's unexpected win is really no mystery at all. It is what happens when a city avoids excess, keeps its economic base diverse and stable, and lets patient growth compound quietly while everyone else watches the more dramatic stories. If you found this useful, hit subscribe, because we break down a different Australian property market every few days. See you in the next one.